Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Renovating My 120-year-old home. The project for this morning, or the task for this morning, is to clean all this stuff up and kind of move it out of the way because I have a pretty big delivery of materials coming in for the basement. I have over 120 2x4s coming in, and I have some rigid insulation coming in, and I think a few plumbing things. So first task for this morning is to move all this stuff out of the way. Let's get to it. Okay, so that didn't really take too long, but I have everything moved out of the way. So I'm probably just gonna lay the 2x4s down here and then put my rigid foam stacked over here because they're only 2 foot by 8 foot panels. So shouldn't take up too much space. I guess until then, I can finish up the plumbing downstairs until I get here, and I'll take you down and show you what's going on. So last week, I left off with doing the venting down here. So I had this coming up around underneath the joist. Whoa. Up through this joist. It's gonna split off to a T here. That's gonna vent up from this sink. This is gonna branch off and tie in to, there's gonna be a pipe coming here from the sink upstairs. This is gonna be the venting, and then connect into this. The issue is now that we decided that in our little pantry area where the coffee station is gonna go, which is probably around there-ish here, we want to put a little bar sink for washing all the coffee stuff. So the drainage might not be a problem. The only problem that I could see from doing this bar sink is the venting. So it's gonna come right here. So my trap is gonna be there-ish. I gotta vent up and connect to something. And all I have right now is this. There's this HVAC in the way. I think that's actually my only option right now. I have to tie it into this all the way up there. But right now I'm gonna focus on downstairs doing this. So I was just drilling a hole in the joist up there, and you know, sometimes when you drill, it kind of catches and kicks back, kind of like turns. So that happened. And I was like, okay, let me just readjust, go back in. I look at the drill bit. It completely broke the bit. Good thing I have spares upstairs. Okay, so I got a new bit thingy. But the issue right now is that that piece that broke off, you can't see that. It's still stuck in here. And I have no idea how I'm gonna get that out. So I was able to get it out. Here's the little piece that was stuck in there. So what I did to get that out is I just started drilling. Like I moved it over just a little bit, started drilling again. Then I went in with my chisel on both sides and just pried the two pieces apart. Okay, so the material just came in. I just started loading it now. I got all the insulation in. I'm gonna start bringing all the 2x4s in. Wish me luck. Okay, so the material's all brought inside. I'm gonna show you everything we got. So first we got 18 tubes of PL 300, the big 825 milliliter ones, special for foam. Then we have, I needed two 1.5 inch pipes, so I just got these two 12 footers. Here we have the first half of the 2x4s, 8 footers, and 18 pressure treated ones. Then on this side, we have the rest of the 2x4s. Here there are 61 2x4s on this side and 50 sheets of 1/2 inch R3 rigid insulation. And this is gonna go on all the foundation walls. I'm gonna use the PL 300, slap it on the back of it, put it on the wall, and that hopefully should give us, number one, more insulation. Number two, it should keep that humidity in the walls. The vapor barrier also does that, but then when you finish your basement, you don't get that humidity and that moldy smell, which we have now. But yeah, that's everything delivered. And time for lunch. Okay, so that took like way longer than it should have to drill like 4 holes in these joists. 2 of them are doubled. This one is double and this one is doubled. In here, I couldn't get my drill in here and I couldn't get my drill in here. Here I could have, well I did, and that's where I drilled from. Here was just a pain in the you know what to get it in there. But anyways, it's done, and now I could start doing the venting. But I'm just thinking now, I have to do another set of like 8 holes. It's not 8 holes, but whatever many it is for this drain. And I'm dreading to do that. So I'm gonna do it another day. Okay, so the vent is finally done. It's been a pain, but comes up from the sewer line, up, across, underneath the joist, running along parallel to the HVAC, or at least tried to be parallel. Then what I changed is instead of going directly from that coming across to join this one, what I did is I kept going with this one, brought it up here, put a Y here, which goes up to the island, and then the Y comes up here and goes down across, and then this vent comes here, up, across, meets here with a Y, comes across, and then instead of joining it into this existing one, I put another one going up. I'm going to show you upstairs what it looks like. I added a second pipe coming up, which is the one I just showed you downstairs. Branched it off with a Y, and then that just goes up and vents. So the venting is done for that. Thank God, because that was like really painful. And I know it's going to be the same for this drain that I have to do. But I think what I'm going to do now is just glue it all, because I don't want to deal with it anymore. I just want to be done. So I think I'm going to get to gluing now. So I think today's done. I glued all that, all this around here, and I'm getting to this now. But yeah, that's it for today, and more work tomorrow. It's another morning here on the job site. Today, we're gonna continue working on the plumbing. Hopefully finish this off. And then tackle maybe the bar over there. A little sink. And maybe start on some framing in the cantina. Finish it off now that we have the material. We can finish that off. Okay, so with regards to the plumbing, I'm gonna hold off on it for now because I want to make sure I'm doing everything correctly. So I contacted a family friend, and he's gonna let me know what I could do just to make sure that I'm doing everything right. So I think in the meantime, I'm just gonna finish framing up that cantina and the back one too, and get those out of the way. Okay, so this cantina is finally done. This is what it looks like. Window number 1. All the way. I'm not sure about that because there's something that comes from our gas line, I'm not sure if that has to be accessible or not, so I'm gonna leave it for now. Then we have the window here, and that's it. I'm gonna start working on the back one now. Okay, so this back cantina is like halfway done. I have this side done. Started this. I haven't decided what we're gonna do with this window yet, so I'm gonna leave it for now. And then this side's basically all done. And yeah, that's it for now. Okay, so this back cantina's done for now. I did as much as I could. So you walk in through there. This is done. There's a window on this side here, and another window there. And then this is just a blank wall. I didn't put this last stud in because there's this copper line that goes up to the hose on the side. And I'm not sure if I want to redo it with PEX or not. So I didn't fill this corner in or this last stud. So today's pretty much wrapped up. It wasn't too productive in terms of getting different things done, but I was able to finish both the cantine, framing those, and I cleaned up a little bit downstairs, and I have to stop on the plumbing for now. But tomorrow, like I mentioned, a family friend who's a licensed plumber is coming by. He's gonna tell me if I'm doing everything right, and I have a few questions to ask him. So I'm gonna hold off on the plumbing for now until tomorrow, and then yeah. Really gloomy day today on the job site, but today's tasks or today's agenda is the plumber's coming, but he's gonna tell me what I need to do so that I can pass the inspection. The inspection is not close to being soon, because I still have to finish all the basement, frame all the basement, run the water lines. But so far the drainage, I want to make sure that I'm doing everything right. So in the meantime, while I wait for my plumber to come, what I'm gonna do is just add blocking all over the house, just to fill in the time, and probably upstairs too if I have some more time. So I just ran into an issue that's like a pretty simple fix, but there's strapping. But the thing with this strapping that's different from that strapping is that we didn't stay in front of the strapping. So when I go and put in my block, let's say here, it sticks out. So now what I have to do is go around to each one, mark out where that block is gonna go, and I'm gonna use my oscillator and just buzz that little area out. There's always something. Okay, so blocking on the main floor is pretty much done. Oh, I have to add one there. Around here, here there's stuff hanging so you can't really see. Put one in there. And then all along this wall. Going in. Behind the stairs. Now I'm gonna start on upstairs. I'm going to show you guys a bit on how actually the process of doing the blocking. So what I do first is I measure 4 feet from the ground and I make a mark. Then I go to the other side of my wall and do the same thing, 4 feet. And then on one side, I put a nail or a screw, just tack it in. And then what I do, it's going to be hard to do with one hand. I take my chalk line and I hook it. I hook, okay. I hook it on, and then I pull to the other side, and then I put it on my mark, and then I snap the line, and then it gives me my marks all across, and then I just take my measurement from the bottom, cut it, and put it in, stagger them so I can nail them, and that's it. It's not too bad, pretty simple process, and yeah. Okay, so the blocking on the second floor is done. Master bedroom, walk-in closet, and in the ensuite. The plumber should be arriving anytime soon now, and then I'll tell you guys what he told me on everything I did wrong, basically. So the plumber just came by and he said there's a lot of things I need to change, but they're changes that are not too bad, to be honest. So I'm happy for that. But overall, everything looks good. And yeah, they're just mistakes that you make. Obviously, when you're not a plumber, you don't know all the rules and everything. So, and he told me what to do about the drainage in the island, which I was questioning a lot because there's nothing on YouTube, nothing on Google about how to do it. So I'm gonna be the first to put it out there for you guys on how to do it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe. You know what to do. I don't need to say it. And we'll see you on the next episode of Renovating My 120-Year-Old Home. Ciao.